Once upon a time in ancient China, there lived a monk named Li Wei. He resided in a small monastery atop a mist-covered mountain. Li Wei was known for his peaceful demeanor, deep wisdom, and unwavering devotion to his spiritual practice. One day, a young traveler named Zhang came across the monastery during his journey. Zhang was filled with curiosity and decided to seek guidance from the wise monk. He climbed the steep mountain path, eager to meet Li Wei and learn from his teachings. When Zhang arrived at the monastery, he found Li Wei meditating in a tranquil garden surrounded by colorful flowers. The young traveler approached respectfully and bowed before the monk. Li Wei opened his eyes, his gaze filled with kindness, and invited Zhang to sit beside him. Zhang shared his struggles and restlessness with the monk, seeking guidance on how to find inner peace and contentment. Li Wei smiled and began to share a simple story with him. In a village nestled near a flowing river, there once lived an old fisherman named Wang. Every day, Wang would wake up before dawn, row his small boat into the river, and cast his fishing net. He would patiently wait for the fish to swim into the net, and then carefully bring it back to the shore. One day, while Wang was fishing, he noticed a majestic golden fish struggling in his net. The fish shimmered in the sunlight, and Wang was captivated by its beauty. He thought to himself, if I capture this golden fish, I can sell it for a great fortune and live a life of luxury. His heart filled with greed, and he made up his mind to keep the fish. But as he reached out to grab the golden fish, it spoke to him in a gentle voice. Wang, if you release me back into the river, I will grant you a wish that will bring you eternal happiness. Wang was astonished by the fish's words. He paused for a moment, reflecting on his desire for wealth and the opportunity before him. Finally, he made a compassionate choice. He gently released the golden fish back into the river, saying, I wish for the well-being and happiness of all beings. As soon as Wang finished his wish, a radiant light enveloped him in the river. The water shimmered with joy, and suddenly, countless golden fish leapt from the river, dancing in celebration. Wang watched in awe as the river teemed with life and abundance. From that day forward, he lived a contented life, grateful for the blessings he had. Li Wei paused, allowing the story to sink into Zhang's mind. Zhang pondered over the tale's meaning and then asked, Master Li Wei, what is the moral of this story? The monk smiled and replied, the moral, my young friend, is that true happiness lies not in pursuing material wealth or personal gain but in acts of kindness, compassion, and selflessness. By letting go of our desires and embracing a spirit of generosity, we create a ripple effect of goodness that brings joy not only to others but also to our own hearts. Zhang felt a newfound sense of clarity and gratitude within himself. He thanked the monk for his wisdom and vowed to incorporate these teachings into his own life's journey. From that day forward, Zhang treasured the lesson learned from the Chinese monk. He practiced kindness, compassion, and selflessness, discovering that true fulfillment resided in the simplicity of these virtues, just like the golden fish and the contented fisherman on the river's banks.